every film that is made, 139 people get hired to work on one film, and that's high employment for people, for the youth. A lot of people in Nigeria today would be unemployed if there was no Nollywood. And 20 years later, Nollywood is the second highest employer of people other than the federal government. And I believe that we can make that happen here to get the young ones to get to work, learn a trade. There's talent in Africa. I don't have any doubt that there's talent in Africa. Yes, yes, sir. And what they need is the opportunity. And we want to give that opportunity to them through films. Let them be able to achieve their destiny. And that will help this great country. If they're employed, they'll be good citizens, and they can feed their family. And that's less burden on the government, because now they can help themselves. They can use their talent. The world can know about the Gambia, that you have great culture and you have great people. We've been around. Everybody's always smiling. The weather is perfect. There's nothing stopping the filmmakers here from being one of the best in the world, because the talent is here. So I suggested to the Honorable that we launch a film industry. Also, in our conversation, we talked about promotions for the country, whereby we have some form of video for tourism, where people can come and experience the Gambian way, and do the way the Gambians do things, and experience the great culture, whereby people in the diaspora will really know about this country and come here, and we give them a reason to why they need to come here. She loves the idea, and suggested that I presented the idea to you for your blessing. Also, one thing that that we felt would be very important is we want to have a film to tell your story. Why is that important? Sometimes if we don't tell great stories, we will let people write our history for us, and they might not be accurate. So it's important for us to be the first to go out there and say, this is the truth, and then let them prove it wrong. So we came up with an idea that a film about you with the title, and I told his Honorable that just a title, it can be changed. We said we call it The Patriot, the title of the movie, because we believe that you are a great patriot, and that was the first title that came to mind. And fortunately she loves it, but the final decision is yours here, Your Excellency. The story is gonna be about you, but you eventually, if you give the blessing, you will tell us the story. I know you're busy, but we want the story to be accurate. The script, if you give your blessing, the script will come through your office to make sure it's right. Once the video is ready, the film is ready, you get to review it to make sure it's right before anybody else can get to see it. And no matter how long it takes, I want this to be a great project, not just a home video. I believe this project is too important to be rushed. I believe it's too important to be shabby. And we can make it as big as we want it. Why? What do I see in the future of this video other than the entertainment value? I also believe, as I wrote in the letter to the Honorable, that I believe this video could be used in primary school, high school, university, about story of a great leader, and hopefully one day that will help somebody to know what leadership is about. That it's not just the position, the hard work, and what it means to be a patriot. And that is the idea behind this project. Also, we have what the award is from the African Oscar Award, also known as NAFCA. What is NAFCA? We see the American Oscar. They talk about the American culture, the British culture. There's nothing wrong with that. That's their culture. But how is relevant is that to me as an African? Not much. Why can't we tell our own stories? Why can't we have our own award as Africans? And that's why we established the African Oscar, the NAFCA Award. We started in 2011 in a small 5-star ballroom, second year, in one of the best theater in Carolina Theater. This year we're going to Warner Theater, owned by one of the Warner brothers, with a lot of history. Frank Sinatra played there. The award of the Congress happened there. So not just about the location, we want the history. We want people to know that yes, Africans too can play on the world stage at the same theater to honor our people. And that is the reason why we're doing that there this year. Our Honorable also talked about the Roots Festival in May. We love the idea. She shared our vision with us, what she would need from us, bringing people on board to come and experience that, and we agreed. We said if you give your blessing to this film project, we want to start to shoot some of the clips there during the festival, because certain things in history cannot be repeated. We don't know who the dignitaries are going to be, but we want to capture that, because that will be important in future projects about promoting the Gambia in the promotional video and in the film, The Patriot, if that still remains the title. We believe that will be very, very important. We really, really appreciate your time. We know you are extremely busy, but this is a moment for me and my colleague that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. And thanks very much for the opportunity. And we love you, and we love what we see. And we pray to God to continue to give you the power and the strength to lead this country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. Your Excellency, Honorable Tangara called me that and informed me that there is an actress in country that he would like me to meet. The first meeting was held with the Actors Association together with the National Center for Arts and Culture. So they looked at what we have on the ground in terms of having our own film industry, training our young people in terms of drama, in terms of film. They met with the actors that we have in the Gambia, the actors and the actresses, and they're already developing a strategy to work with them. We touched on different issues, resting on the Roots Homecoming Festival and the need for the Gambia to be exposed in the United States. Because they have a connection, they are networking with so many people who can help us to sell the destination. The idea of the Patriot came about. They're going to develop the script. We need to look at the script. I shared with them some information. The first magazine was one, where His Excellency was interviewed by the first magazine of UK. We talked about the page. There we talked about petroleum. We talked about the communication and information and trade, investment. So that will guide them as to what to do and what questions to ask when they're meeting with you. But I guess now we need to work very hard to come up with that script and to also come up with a detailed program as to what we do next. At that time, like I've assured you that you have our full support, and then we'll continue to work with you. And Your Excellency, congratulations for the award. At this time, I'll call on Doctor to present the award to His Excellency the President.